I'm introverted to many aspects because I like to keep things to myself, and I like to do things on my own. But at the same time, I'm very extroverted. I like to do public speaking, talk about things, and be on panels and talk about topics. And so yeah, I would say I'm pretty much in between both.
You were born in London. Can you tell me about your upbringing?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in London. I'm the oldest of 7 siblings. So when it comes to responsibility, everyone looks at me. I have to deal with a lot of things at home and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, it has its privileges. You know, being the oldest, you can get away with a lot of stuff too. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
What did you study at university?
I studied international politics at Brunel University. My thesis was on the media portrayal of the Somalis, whether they are from the diaspora or from the region, how the media perceives them.
How did the idea of Somali Sideways come about?
So the idea came about when I was with a friend of mine in a private garden in Holland Park, and I took a photo of him on the side, but it wasn't planned, it was just by chance. And I said to him, I think this is a good idea to do a project in, and he was like, yeah, I think you should start it off, even though it might be a bit weird, but you might as well go ahead and start it. So I asked a few friends of mine in London at the time, and in the beginning they were very they didn't really get the idea, but they supported me because they're friends of mine that I've grown up with for a long time. So they started standing on the side, and then later on it kind of grew to various places around the world. Some of these places I visited, so it's been an interesting journey.
What's the main purpose of the project?
So the main purpose of this project is so that it could change the misconception of how the world views the Somali region. A lot of the time we're seen in a very negative way, with negative connotations. So if you ask a non-Somali, what's the first thing you think of when it comes to the region, a lot of the time it's quite negative. So hopefully my kind of ambition is to hopefully change that perception.
When was the book published?
The book was published in February this year. I've been I've had my launch in July, and yeah, there was a lot of Somalis that were very interested in the idea. I wanted to do it as a book format because I wanted people to take away something tangible, so that they can hold on to and read whenever they want. Whereas online is a bit once the trend is out, then it's out. So at least I wanted to facilitate a book that they could hold on to for the rest of their life.
Where have you travelled to?
I've travelled to 4 destinations with the book. I've been to Egypt. I was a speaker. I was talking about the whole sort of misconception of how the world views the region. I kind of sort of talked about the whole positive narrative and what Somalis are pretty much known for in a more positive way, such as being called the nation of poets. So things like that, I would kind of educate the non-Somalis on the sort of global stage and tell them this is how it is. We're not seen in we're not, all of us are not doing these negative sort of stereotypes that we've been told. A lot of us are doing positive things, and a lot of us are contributing to society in general.
What do you do for a living?
I currently work as a civil servant with the Ministry of Justice, but in particular I work for Her Majesty's Court and Tribunal Service.
What are you currently doing to further your career?
I've been pretty much using my book, really. My book has helped me network with a lot of like sort of individuals that have been doing like so many things, whether they be working for international charities or being part of like international organizations or people that have been working in government around the world. I've met a lot of people through this book, so to be honest, this book has helped me meet up with many people, and by doing something of passion that I've been doing and been working on, it's been linking with my career ambitions, so it's like the best of both worlds kind of thing.
You're currently at university, aren't you?
Yeah.
Studying?
Yeah, so I'm currently doing my part-time master's course in development and human rights at Goldsmith. In order for me to get to where I need to go to, it's a requirement to do masters, and I think it's a requirement to do masters anyway in many fields. So yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I did it. It's kind of like a stepping stone to get to where I need to go.
What are your goals for 2019?
One of my goals is to hopefully travel more, like especially to Africa. I feel like there's a lot of, I think we can relate to a lot of things like media stereotypes and how we're seen and stuff. So me, I would like to hopefully like work with a lot of like organizations in Africa. Like I went to Addis, for example, this year, and at the African Union, I met with a lot of like sort of people that are changing sort of young people's like minds, especially like when it comes to extremism, because there's a lot of young people that are into that. So I've met a lot of people that are like doing a lot of prevent programs and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I met quite a lot of people. So yeah.
What projects are you currently working on, if any?
Yeah, I'm working on something like right now, but at the same time, I like to like keep that within myself, and when it's actually out there, then I'll tell the people. So I would like to say like I am working on something very exciting, something that's quite relatively new. So yeah, I would say watch this space.
Well, on that note, thank you so much, Mohamed, for coming over to talk to me. I really enjoyed talking to you. I look forward to seeing what you get up to in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you.